Hey, what's happening? Barnaby here. Got ourselves a real interesting story. A man who has a dream, and that is to become the best vehicle wrapper in the world. This is Neil right here and his lucky wife Lisa, owners of Galaxy Signs and Awards. Now, let's talk about this, Neil. First of all, wrapping a vehicle. I mean, it looks just like a paint job, so you're that good. Are there a lot of people that do a good job wrapping vehicles?
I'd say about half of them have understood it and got the ability to take the material and do what you want with it. Some have failed. The problem is the consumer doesn't realize what is good or bad. We need to educate the consumer, which will benefit myself and the other wrap people in the industry.
Excellent. Well, you know what? This, as I said, looks just like a paint job. Lisa, how long would this last if it's done properly?
Up to 8 years, easy, with regular maintenance, just like the paint job.
Really? So, I mean, to me, if you've got a vehicle like this and you're rolling down the highway, I mean, there's no telling how many people are seeing what it is that you're advertising. And so it makes perfect sense to want to wrap your vehicles.
Well, the challenge is, as being a business owner myself, is where do you put your advertisement dollars? I mean, I struggle with it all the time, and one of the easiest ways for me, and it's my industry, is to put it on your car. Because you're going to be seen. You're on the highway, you're moving, or you're driving a little slow and let everybody pass you. I mean, it just makes sense.
You know, what's interesting to me is, I mean, you've got this vehicle, you kind of stopped at the driver's door there. There's all that space that you could have advertised in. What's up with that, Neil?
Well, you don't. In fact, I direct my customer not to wrap the whole vehicle. I'd love to do it. You want to spend another $1,500, $2,000, great. But my objective is to get their point across without them having to spend more than they have to. And I look at more of doing a 3/4 or a half vehicle wrap. If I can get the impact out there and not have to wrap that whole vehicle, they're happy and they're going to come back to me.
Wow. I mean, again, it is all about a man with a dream, Neil, wanting to become the best vehicle wrapper in the world. Now, obviously, we all like to be at the top of our game, whatever it is that we do. But truly, is there a vehicle wrapping competition?
Oh, absolutely. There's once a year, there's what they call the World Cup. And it's held in a couple of different countries, and they pull the top 3 from each of the countries, and then they pull that group of people together, the last 3, to find the top 3 in the world. And anybody can enter, and it's a 3-day competition. You're graded every single day, and they slowly weed you out. And it's like, I've done it long enough, and it's like, you know what? As I look at everybody else's work, I'm good.
Well, you know what I see is that if you're going to call Galaxy Signs and Awards, and you certainly should, because, hey, I mean, look at this job right here. But realize that Neil is training to be the best in the world. Every job he does, he is trying to be as perfect as possible. And I direct you to just the beauty of this job. It looks just like a paint job. No bubbles, no nothing. And it lasts for 8 years.
The manufacturers will back their material 8 to 10 years. And realistically, you're not going to get any color fade out to 4 to 5 years, and then you're going to see a little bit of fading, but what does your paint do?
Right. Well, speaking of that, let's say that suddenly you change the name of your business or you want a different color scheme. Is this going to come off, and what's it going to look like underneath after being wrapped for a couple of years?
If this is the original factory paint, I can come out 4 years later, and with a little heat, I can get this whole wrap to pull right off, and your paint's going to stay there. In fact, you're not even going to be able to see much of a fade between what was exposed and not exposed.
Well, I'll tell you what, to me it seems to make perfect sense. If you have a vehicle, why wouldn't you want to turn it into a billboard? And if you're going to have a billboard put on your vehicle, why wouldn't you call Galaxy Signs and Awards? Because it's a dude that is meticulous about what he is all about, and that is making a great work of art out of the vehicle that you just drive every day of the week. Give him a call, folks. Galaxy Signs and Awards. And I'm going to put the website up at the end of this video right here, so you can definitely get in touch with him because he wants to be the best. Don't you want the best job done? Sure you do.